Hi, this is Steve here in my workshop in Bellevue. Here on my workshop, I have a couple of the Shopsmith Ultimate Premium drill bit sets. And I'm going to sharpen these today. Now, some of you probably have had these for a while and have never sharpened your bits. And some of you may purchase one of these used on eBay or other sources. And when you get them online, you have no idea what the condition of these bits are before you buy it, and you also have no idea how much use is out of it. Now, on occasion, people will tell you that they've been lightly used or never used. Now, the only way to know for sure if it's never been used is a bit will still have this coating on here, which is actually a plastic coating that it's on here that has not been removed. This one definitely has never been used. But all of the others, you see, the coating's been removed. So they may or may not have been used. So what I'm going to show you today is how to sharpen these, if you want to sharpen these on your own. So first of all, you're going to need this file here. It's called an auger file. And if Dottie could get down here and get a close-up on here of this. Have you done it double now to be close up? Okay, if you'll see here, on this end, these ridges here that you can see on both sides, those are for filing. And this part here is smooth with no ridges. The edges on here are smooth with no ridges on it. Now on the opposite end, you'll see the flat part is smooth, no ridges whatsoever, but the edges here have ridges. Now, I'm going to show you how to use it. There's three different parts of these brad point drill bits that you need to sharpen. And I'll tell you right now, some of you may be tempted to send them out to a professional shop to sharpen them. Please don't do that because they will ruin your bits. They will not, on a machine, be able to do all three facets as they were originally came from the factory. So they'll end up ruining those tips for the cutting edge on it. So I'm going to start here. First of all, I'm going to inspect and see if... Do you want this close-up? I will in a minute. I'll let you know if we're going to do a close-up. So I'm looking at this one right here. This appears like it's never been used. Now, the reason I say that is I'm looking on the edges here. This is the outside spur right here. I don't see any marks on that whatsoever. And on the bottom edge, this here is the cutting edge right here. This is what removes your chips right here. And I don't see any marks whatsoever on that facet right there. Okay. And then this is of course, your brad point bit. And it's got, let me see, 1, 2, 3. It's got 3 edges on it, okay? So I'm going to, what I usually do when I look at inspective, I actually feel them. So this one here, I could feel those spurs are still razor sharp. I could feel it. Also, the point here, it's still razor sharp. And when I feel this cutting edge right here, I could feel that that's still razor sharp. So I could be pretty sure that this has been never used or probably hardly ever used, this one. So what I do is I inspect each one when I get a set, if I get one online. So now the one that's probably most likely going to need it is the 3/8. These go in 16th inch increments. This is a 3/16 all the way up here to the 1 inch. So here we are, 3, 4, 5. Here's your 3/8 right here. 3/8 is usually used more than most of them. This particular one, interesting enough, actually, I'm feeling the edges on here. This has never been used. I can tell right now this 3/8 has never been used. And so I'm going to go through and I'm going to inspect each one to check if they need to be sharpened. Now this one right here, I can see there's marks on it. Here, if you look on this one, you see them, there's marks in there.
I have to do that at a 4 because I can't see them. Hang on.
If you've done a double, you can probably do it.
I did a double, couldn't see it. Or don't do it either, so I'll just put on 2. All right, let's hold this there. Okay.
Okay, can you see that tip there? See the marks that are on it? So I know this has been used. So I'm going to especially check this one. And the spurs, they're pretty sharp, but not razor sharp. Points sharp. So I'm just going to touch this up, and I'll only show you how I touch this up. What I do is, I'm going to close this here so you can get a little, hope you do better. Good. So first of all, I'm going to take this edge here, and I want to put it on the inside of the spur. Don't ever file on the outside of your spurs, because if you do that, you're going to change the diameter of the cutting surface, and your hole is going to have a smaller hole. So don't ever do on the outside of your spurs. So I'm going to put this flat on that spur right there. I'm going to do a few strokes till those marks are gone. And let's see. Okay, I'm going to go over to the other side. I'm going to do that one. Same thing. And I'm trying to make sure that this is flat on the flat of the spurs. Okay, let's do the other one. Look at it. I still see some marks on there, so I've not gotten it completely yet. Okay. It's not sharp yet. Let me sit down here. I get a little better angle at it. Take my glasses off and I can see a little bit better. Get a little there. Now my light is reflected off it. I can see better what I'm doing. Yep, now I can feel that. That's razor sharp. Now I'm going to go and move the other side, the other one. I can get a good better angle here. Not there yet. Okay, there I can feel that. That's razor sharp, both of those. Now, I want to check this surface here, okay? To do that one, I'm going to need to use the other end and use the edges here to get into there. So, let's find our angle here. There it is, right there. Okay. Feel that edge with my finger. It's not quite sharp yet.
I said it's triangle shape.
Okay, that's sharp. That's razor sharp. Now I'm going to do this one over here. Okay, that's razor sharp. Now I'm just going to do probably one stroke over each of on the center spur. I got to get one right across there. Here you got to be careful of the spurs when I do that edge, so I'm going to have to use this edge over here. Okay, so this one's done. It's razor sharp on the spurs, on the brad point, and on the cutting surfaces. Now I know this one is completely sharp. And so I will repeat that process, inspecting every one of the ones to do that. So this is how you sharpen your own brad point bits. Now, you notice I have several sets here. I do resell these on my website, and the difference is on mine, when you receive the ones that you order from me, they're going to be razor sharp, every single one of them, because I have hand sharpened every one, touched every one up that needs to. So in any case, hope this has been a benefit to you, and we'll see you on the next one.